Hello everyone and welcome to another Forever Biz Team Sizzle. Today is January 4th, 2017 and Happy New Year everyone. And we're definitely hoping that in the new year a lot of us will make incredible accomplishments and achievements in our marketing plan, compensation plan, and we'll see whomever we see at the rally in Dubai. Okay, topics for today. We're going to talk a little bit about Project WOW. We'll do a 2016 year recap. Becoming network marketing professional is our topic of the day today. Recruiting questions and answers, we'll go over that. It's your time to talk. If anybody has any questions, please have them ready. And then we'll go over our upcoming events as Forever Experience and FLP 2017 rally. Sorry for the mistake here, 2017 rally. Okay. So Project WOW. Project WOW was created by Boris's upline, Boris Mizhoritsky upline. And what it entails is, what we're trying to do here is, we're trying to see how many people in the team will do a 4 case credits, minimum a month, August through December. It's 5 months project. They get 1 ticket for accomplishing their 4 case credits. And then for every case credit above 4 case credits, you get 1 extra ticket. So for every promotion, your own promotion or downline position promotion, you get 1 extra ticket. Okay? So altogether, you get all these tickets combined, and then we have a prize draw. We have a $1,000 prize draw. Unfortunately, we didn't have the prize draw yet, so the rewards will be announced next time. I was, for some reason, hoping that I will do this earlier, but apparently January 5th is when all the counts are posted for the previous month, so Boris is waiting for all the counts being posted online to, and then everybody reporting to him the counts, so he can then calculate the tickets and then do the prize draw. So it'll happen this week, so stay tuned for that. It'll happen this week. We do have quite a few people who had made more than 4 CCs a month. We even have people who made more than 7 case credits a month, and we have winners that are, have accomplished amazing goals, like really awesome promotions. So stay tuned for that. We'll announce it on January 18th, in January 18th webinar. Okay, 2016 year recap. We have quite a few promotions, and I'm only listing my team here. Sorry, Nina, but the question to you here is, as we all know that we have a 4 case credits as a basis of our business. It is a minimum to stay active. Those are called active case credits, and they need to become automatic. So my question to you is your 4 case credits now automatic? Mine is, because I have quite a few clients. I have, I've been hiring every month, and so if they're not automatic, please watch the previous webinar recordings so that you can understand how to make them automatic. This is the base of our business. If that doesn't happen, we need to really be concerned, and we really need to acquire enough skills to get that to the automatic status. So this year qualifications involve, we have Tatiana Neville, who is assistant supervisor this year. We have Saida Rafen-Rath. Those are my front runners who turned supervisor. And I turned, I guess, assistant manager this year in April. So we have additional assistant supervisors. There's a very extensive list. The only issue is I don't quite remember when they turned assistant supervisor. So I decided not to list them yet. But we did have a success day, and we had awarded those total of 16 assistant supervisors and 1 supervisor certificates, which was great. I wanted to remind everyone that SMILE is is a core of our business, and that's what we teach. We do need to smile, and this is a happy business. It's by no means a sad business. It's a happy and wonderful business because we give people health and we give people wealth. We share opportunity, amazing opportunities with everyone. So very, very thrilled about our business. Your success is based on self-belief. It's a key phrase here. If you do not have a self-belief, if you want to really understand how the subconscious mind works, please message me. I have an amazing training by David O'Connor. He trained everyone. He trained Natalie Healy. He trained Emma Cooper. He trained Julianne Woods. He trained all that line of Jane Leach. He is a British coach and success trainer, and he also is certified in the field, so he has amazing webinars, one of which actually was just most recently. So anyway, I hope you do come forward. I already did send that to my team, but if anybody else is interested, please let me know. Becoming a network marketing professional is our topic of the day. So I wanted to revisit very quickly what is network marketing or multi-level marketing, or sometimes we call it team marketing. A lot of people really kind of struggle to explain what it is, and this is just a very basic definition. It is an industry in which the sales force is compensated not only for sales they generate, but also for sales of the other salespeople they recruit. This recruited sales force is referred to as participants downline and can provide multiple levels of income or compensation. So network marketing professional, therefore, is a professional skilled in sales, recruitment, and coaching their team members. So here you can see three major skills pop out right away: sales, recruitment, and coaching. So that's what this presentation is all about. So what are the three key elements to success, I guess? There are three key elements to be successful in network marketing. It's company products. If you decide to ever wonder why you're at Forever and decide to, let's say, you know, oh, is this a good company? Company products is the key here, because the wider the company product range, the more the larger the segment of people or the market that utilize those products, the better. So we have amazing products. They're high quality, they're organic, they're natural, and they're products that everybody uses on a daily basis. The next thing is worth talking about is company compensation plan. Compensation plan needs to be stable, it needs to be sustainable, and it needs to be designed to compensate people that in a fair and equal way. And this is an incredible compensation plan. So if you still don't know how to talk about our compensation plan, you need to learn how to do that. That was a previous webinar recording. So please learn how to talk about our marketing or compensation plan. Please learn how to talk about the product. And then the third key element is you. It is incredibly the only difference between success and failure, because everybody, as we say, start with the same box. We all get the same box. It's Touch of Forever, or right now it's Start Your Journey box. But everyone has the same box. But yet you can see across the company, and you can see some people are incredibly high super achievers, and they're in the forefront. You know, it's you know, I wanted to say Nina Luivano and Jana Masi, but you know, they are coming up into the forefront of the company. Why are they coming up in the forefront of the company? Because they are they possess something that others don't. They do something that others don't. And so this presentation will go over what does it mean to become a professional network marketer, not an amateur, not a you know, sort of kinda, but a professional network marketer. So you are the key here. So let's go over the three types of people that there are, I guess, as far as network marketing. There are posers. First type is posers. 80% of those people join network marketing opportunities. They usually are not learners. They are not good coaches. They're not good, how do I say that, people with really dedicated character. They basically, luck is the only chance that they have. And whether they get lucky or they don't get lucky, they kind of pose, they kind of pretend that they do this, but they don't. Next type of people is amateurs. Amateurs are excited at first, but then they become more fearful as their list gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So again, these people aren't learners because they don't know how to grow their list, and they're not following the skills, the skill development mechanisms. They're not following the skills acquisition practices. So then we have professionals, and those are the most successful people in our industry. And that's, you can see Boris, you can see Emma Cooper, you can see Jane Leach. Why are they so successful? They're skilled at finding the right people. They've acquired the core skill, and that's the core skill of our business, is finding the right people for the business. Please understand that it's not selling the product, it's finding the right people to help you do that. So there are 4 steps that would be followed by the professionals. First step is they make sure that the list is comprehensive as possible. So as a new network marketer or distributor, you need to list every person you know, literally every person. Bad people, good people, you know, people that you don't like, people that you like. It really doesn't matter, because we might not contact every person on that list, but it might become a window into acquaintances of that person. Or not every person might be even interested, but you might expand your list based on who those people know. So step 2 is, you probably have heard of 6 degrees of separation, that between any 2 people, there are 6 degrees of separation. There are 6 people that basically connect them at each point of time. So look at your list and think who they know. Get acquainted with those people. And then step 3, consistently expand your list. Successful network marketers or network marketing professionals, they consistently and constantly expand their list. How do we do that? We add at least 2 people per day to the list evidently without pushing our business down their throat, without, you know, suffocating them with our business. It's not about, you know, vomiting our business over every person we see. It is about expanding our list, because it is a profession of relationship. It's a relationship management profession. It's not sales. It's not pushy. It's not harassment. It's a relationship management. So we expand our list by adding 2 people a day, 2 new people a day. So if you add 2 people a day, every day of the year, that's going to be 30 people per year. If you multiply that by 5 years, what you're going to get is 3,650 people. That's a lot of people, just by adding 2 people a day, you know. So step 4, network on purpose. They network on purpose. They get out there. They join clubs. They join hobby groups. They find places and organizations to meet new people. Why? Again, because meeting new people in person gives you a higher chance of higher leverage. That person who have seen you and shook your hand and talked to you already feels like you relate to them, that they relate to you. So they will listen to you more. You know, we're emotional and social creatures. We don't work over texts and messages, you know, as much as we work in person. An energy exchange happens, so it's very, very important to network on purpose. So get out there. There are so many different ways. Meetup.com. You know, there are different clubs, hobbies, groups, networking groups. You can just browse through that and, you know, make sure that those are in-person groups that you go to maybe twice a month. Every chance you get, you get yourself inserted into a team, into a party, and you meet people. That's how we expand our list. All right, what else do they do, those highly paid professionals? They learn 7 highest paid skills in our economy. Here are those skills. Skill number 1, finding prospects. Again, we've talked about how do we do that. You know, we need to insert ourselves. We need to continually expand our list. We find the prospects in so many different ways. There's so many different platforms. If you ever wonder, you have a few minutes in the evening, gosh, use Facebook, use social media to find those people. But connect with them. Connect them on a personal level. Don't just shove your business down their throat, please, because that generates a completely reverse response. So skill number 2, invite prospects to understand your product or opportunity. So how do we do that? There's so many ways to do that. There's so many different videos that I have and lessons that I have already recorded that go exactly over how to invite to understand the product or the opportunity. We have business launches, we have business presentations. Please leverage, but teach yourself and teach others the invitation skills. So, and don't be the hunter, because if we become hunters and we continuously attack and approach and harass people with our business, they will run away from us. We'll lose all the contacts, people, and the very first thing that people do is they start shying away from you. So be the farmer instead, and farmers cultivate relationships. They cultivate in the water and they, flourish the relationships. They fertilize them so that the relationships can grow into something bigger. Don't worry about the outcomes, because if you're worried about registering and signing up people, you're going to be the hunter. If you don't worry about registering and signing up the people, you'll be the farmer. Be genuinely interested in a person. So the goals here is education and understanding. That's what we're trying to get our approach to, is education and understanding. So what tools do we use? Use the tools. Don't just try to invite everybody to the presentation. First of all, not everybody is going to come. There are days that people cannot come, so don't get frustrated with that. Learn to use the tools. We have different tools. We have events, obviously, which not everybody comes to. We have products, we have power boxes. Use the power boxes. Use the videos. Use the brochures. Just send the website. Talk to people on the phone. Use different tools instead of continuously pressuring and inviting the same people over and over to your events. Let everyone know about the opportunity and the products that you have, because they might not be needing them now, but they might needing them 3-4 months down the road, or 3-4 years down the road. So everything that you do now will get paid off later. So what you're doing now is you're working towards the future. Next thing that you do is to cultivate skill number 2, is you train your downline on how to do the same. Once you learn how to invite the prospects to understand your product or opportunity, you need to immediately start training your downline on how to do the same. The key here is the ability to get large group of people consistently do just a few simple things and keep doing them. That's what our business is about. And the rules here is emotionally detach yourself from the outcome. Just forget about that. Forget about the outcome. Be yourself. Be your best self. Bring some passion. If you smile, if you have positive emotions, people buy emotions. They buy feelings. They don't buy products. They buy what, how that product would affect them, how it would make them feel, how the emotions that they hear from others. So bring the emotion, bring the passion, and then have a strong posture. And by posture, I mean stop apologizing and saying, oh, this is just a small business. I don't know, I'm hoping it's going to grow into something big in the future. Don't say that. You have the confidence. Tell them why you started this. Tell them that you were sick and tired of the way you lived before. You didn't want to lose your job. You didn't want to be under the pressure to lose your job every other month. And, You wanted to have a control of your future. That's why you start. Be strong. Be a stronger self. So that's called having a posture. And maybe sometimes you have to say, you know, it's not for you. Obviously, it's not for you because you are making really good money. But who do you know? So that's called, this, you know, having a strong posture. And in fact, the psychology works as such that the minute you tell people that this is not good for them, this is not something that they need, the little trigger goes up in their head, and the trigger says, well, what do you mean I don't need this? Well, why don't I need this? Why don't I'm so successful? I'm a VP at a company, and he's now telling me that it's not for me, and I shouldn't be even joining this. Well, why? You know? So they're immediately drawn to you. It's actually the opposite. Skill number 3, presenting your product and opportunity to your prospects. It's a very important skill. In network marketing, it doesn't matter what works. All that matters if it duplicates. It's very, very important, because if you're making something very hard and unduplicatable and your business is not growing, please don't be upset. You know, people, it's hard for people. You know, our business and our First Steps to Manager book was designed to do what? To have it, you know, to have a pencil and paper. If you are using some fancy list or fancy schmancy system and people just don't know how to use a computer, don't expect them to follow them, because they're looking at you and they're saying, oh, I don't think I can do that. I don't even know how to use a computer. Or if you're making a fancy schmancy presentation where you're talking about the benefits and the side effects and this and that and medical terms, and don't be upset if nobody joins your team because you're making it too hard. People usually, the very first thought that runs through their head when they hear additional income opportunity, let's say if they need one, is, can I do it? And if you are coming off as an expert or a know-it-all, they're not going to join. Just make it simple. In fact, we have very successful people that are super simple. That is why they're successful, is because they're just talking very simple stuff. You know, it's good lotion, it's good stuff. It improves digestion, makes you feel great. That gives you more energy. That's all you need to know, without going into greater detail. Have passion, have enthusiasm, excitement, and belief. Very, very important, because that's what sells. And then have your story ready. And there's so many different ways you can have your story ready. You can look at, you know, Forever Academy and see exactly what videos you can find there, what lessons you can find on the story, because this is very important. If you don't know, pages 18, 19, and 20 in the First Steps for Manager book need to be literally memorized. They go over everything, pages 18, 19, and 20. They go over how to invite, they go over how to tell the story, they go over how to schedule appointments, everything. So, all right, next slide. Skill number 4, following up with your prospects is very important. Let's say if you've contacted so many different people, and because you don't know them, you may be contacting them over the internet or online or by the ads. You've never seen them, so these people tend not to stick. You have to create a routine for yourself. The list, and you've probably heard a lot about the list, is your main thing. You gotta manage the list. If you don't put these people on the list, you'll probably lose them. You're not gonna remember when you gave information, in what way you gave information, what that person is all about. At some point of time, your list may grow to thousands and thousands of prospects. So you're definitely not going to remember everything. You can't keep, you know, a human being can't keep more than 7 tasks in their head at the same time. So you're going to forget about all those people, because it's very, very important to run your business through a physical or electronic calendar. Do what you said you would do is very important too. Do not be late. And if you're late, make sure you have a very good explanation. Apologize and have a very good explanation why you were late, or may potentially notify the prospect that you will be a few minutes late. But do what you said. It's very, very difficult skill, and nowadays it's very rare too. People just, you know, brush others off very easy, fast, don't show up and don't call, and it's horrible. It's not a professional behavior. So learn how to handle objections and handle them proactively. Instead of saying something and waiting for a prospect to say, oh, but I don't have the money, and I don't have the time, and I don't have this, and I don't have that, and I have a lot of kids, and tell your stories, including your objections, or know how to handle objections. Just say that, you know what, that's exactly what I thought too. I felt. There's a whole way to handle this. Feel, felt, found, and that's one of the ways to handle it. I feel, I hear what I understand how you feel. I felt the same way until I learned it a little bit, and I learned this deeper, and I studied this deeper, and I found that, and so on and so forth. There's so many different ways. Again, you can watch multitude of videos on that, how to handle objections. We have a ton of information. We have files and files of information, how to handle objections. Skill number 5, helping your prospects become customers or distributors. Again, prepare. You cannot prepare enough here. Have the applications, have additional catalogs and brochures in your car, have invoice forms, etc., etc. Make sure you dress, smell nice, and you behave professionally, and you have a posture. So there's so many videos on how to do this, and obviously there are checklists on how to prepare for customer visit or a prospect interview. You gotta appear professional, you gotta appear that you know things, you gotta appear confident. And then our job is, like we've already said, is education and understanding. So do not push. Do not try to recruit them, so to speak, and lure them into the business and register them. Do not talk them into it. Help the prospects make a decision. Do not shove it down their throat. Just ask questions. And there's a very good book that is on the Forever Biz under Files. There are 2 versions, Russian and English, and it's called Questions Are the Answers. And that is a great book because that's exactly what the business is about. We have to become very good investigators. Through the questions, we find out what problems people have. So you need to ask questions. And, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, as we say. So we need to listen to twice as much as we say. So we need to learn how to ask questions, how to fish out all the information out of the prospect before we can offer a solution. And do not offer and insist. Just offer and say, we don't know if it's for you. I don't know if it's for you. It might not be for you. You are the one to decide. But I am here to help you decide in either way. So skill number 6, helping your new distributor get started right. As you start acquiring new distributors, which, for some of us have already happened, for some of us are still working on that, once you start, you need to do a few key things to get them started right. A lot of the times you hear very seasoned distributors say that at the very beginning of their business they really weren't very skilled, so their business looked like a revolving door. People were coming in and they were going right out, because frankly, in 2 months, if a person didn't make any customers or didn't hire any new distributors, that distributor is going to leave in 2 months. So you got about 2 months, or we say the first 30 days or the first 90 days, however you put it, but there needs to be a short period of time when the new distributor needs to get a reassurance in the new business. So you need to do a few things. You need to validate distributor's decision to start the business, first of all. As you hire a new person, you need to enroll them into training right away. And you need to, very first thing that you need to do is you need to have an orientation with them. That orientation goes around, and we have the Teach to Reach booklet, which is on the Forever Biz under Files. Teach to Reach booklet is basically designed to help you plan your meetings with a new distributor. What exactly you need to go over each meeting, what you need to bring to each meeting, how long is each meeting, what is the homework. But you do need to have anywhere from 2 to 4 initial meetings with the distributor, whether it's Skype, phone, or face-to-face, But you do need to orient them a little bit into the business. So you need to validate their decision to start the business. And it could happen kind of like this, congratulations on making a very critical decision of your life, of becoming financially, deciding to become financially independent. So now, since you started this business and I am your personal coach and mentor, I would like to set the expectations straight away. You run the business, and I will help you by guiding you. It's not like I'm going to be doing it for you. You will be doing it, and I will be helping you and coaching you every step of the way. But it's very, very important to set the expectations right away, because otherwise what's going to happen, they're going to be attached to your hip, and they will never learn to do it themselves. So typically we advise that you do about 6 presentations for a new distributor, first 6 initial presentations, and you set that expectation right away, and you tell them to take notes, to record your voice, to do whatever else is possible to learn from you, so that they can start slowly getting out there on their own. Without that, you're working for them. You're basically working yourself to death. And then the last thing is they help the new distributor to get the results quickly. First customer, get the first distributor, get their first check. And how do we do that? Is by teaching them the ropes, coaching them. And what the new distributors typically like is a lot of homework and little small assignments. So you could probably just say that, okay, so, I'd like you to start up your first pop box, and this is, these are the handouts. This is where you can find them. This is where you can find the brochures. This is where you can find this and that. And, I would like you to do, within the next 2 weeks, do 4 pop drops. And let's just discuss how you're going to do it, and then you can do it. So, and then report back to me. It's kind of a school, believe it or not, but you do need to do this with people, because not everybody is self-sufficient. 90% of people aren't, okay? And so by doing this, and by actually giving kudos and congratulating and celebrating accomplishments, you are reassuring your new team member in how they're attaining their skills and how well they're progressing through, the learning process. So it's very, very important. Skill number 7, promoting events. It's funny as it sounds, but it is statistically. Why do we do this? So many things are yet to be said and have already been said about attending the events, the company events, whether it's a small event or large event or it's a rally. There's an incredible amount of energy there. It's similar to a group prayer. People come out there like we had euphoric feeling at the Forever Experience. It's totally incredible. It's freaky. But because it's energy that is combined energy of many, many people, and you feel incredible, your vibrations go up, your expectations and your mood goes up. And as your mood goes up, you change your reality based on that. So your confidence go up. You network at those events. You get trained. You come back with positive attitude. It's incredible. But statistically, everyone who comes to events double their checks next year. And next year, maybe let's say 1,000 people come, and then next year half of them will not come, but only 500 will come. And they have doubled their business. And then the next year, out of those 500, 250 are not going to come. But 250 that come will double their business. And this is why you see those most successful people like Jane Leach and Emma Cooper, Natalie Healy, and there's so many different ones of them. But they always attend company events. Why? Because they know how it works. They know how, and they try to bring their team with them, because it's incredible. It's something to be shared, totally. All right, now let's talk about the next topic, the time that it takes to build our business. I think that's also very important to cover, because it's part of the expectations and part of the orientation of the new distributor too. Anything worthwhile takes time to develop. We know that we want to become a doctor. We go to school for 12 years. It's not like we want to become a doctor. Next morning we wake up as a doctor. It doesn't happen like that. Even if we want to ride a bike, learn how to ride a bike, or learn how to skate, it takes time to master things. And you can see that people who spend a lot more time on ice, they become better and better and better skaters, and they become champions eventually, right? So it is all about time. So anything of value takes time to develop. So in network marketing, this is the breakout, and we call it 1357. So it takes 1 year to become competent and profitable at your business. This is the year you build the basis, the basics of your business. You may be learning, you learn, you acquire new skills, and you hire a few team members. It takes 3 years of consistent part-time effort to become full-time. 3 years. And it's a very good statistics around forever too. In 3 years, people quit their jobs if they're consistent. It takes 5 years to become a 6-figure plus earner. 5 years. Why? It's because you've just become consistent, you become full-time. Now you have a system, you have a duplication after 3 years, and it takes you another 2 years to reach really good income. 7 years. It takes 7 years to become an expert. 7 years to become an expert in any industry. So it's very, very important to do that. So obviously, at the end, you only get to make what you are. It is all about personal growth, if you didn't notice it already. It is about personal growth because at work, notice how you've made, let's say you're a professional employee someplace else, you've made more and more. But what do you contribute this to? Only personal growth, only new skills that you acquired, new responsibilities that you took. It is all about what you are. So focus on your needed skills. It's first and foremost, and figure out the best way for you to learn those new skills. Maybe it's listening, you know. I do both. I listen and then I read because, you know, I'm not very good auditory learner. But I'm more practical learner. So everything I learn, I make myself a little note and I start practicing it right away. So this is why this is in red, because you only get to make what you are. You need to grow and change yourself before you start making the big bucks. So commit to excellence. Decide to do it right. A decision is a huge part of it. If you don't know what you're doing this for, start with the second and third page in the booklet, First Steps to Manager. Get down to why do you actually need this? What is this? Why did you join? Continue to reinforce exactly the feeling of why you joined this business. There's got to be a reason. Never stop learning, because successful people and professionals never stop learning. That's exactly what differentiates the leaders from losers, unfortunately, is the continuous learning. Learn while you're earning. That's a beauty of our business. We get to, you know, earn and learn at the same time. Be an inspiration and an encourager to others. We are in a relationship business, so people remember us for our positivity, for our inspiration, and for our incredible energy. And don't ever forget that. Do not ever go anywhere if you don't feel like it, or if you're sick and you go, well, I kind of like that business, but, you know, don't moan, don't complain. Forget all this stuff and be positive. That's what people remember. And you attract people because of your high energy vibrations. Do not reinvent the wheel. Why? Because it's already been invented. And have we tried it? We've all tried it somewhat to reinvent it. Oh, I think I'm going to do this, and I think this works better. Oh, you know what? I think doing this through the internet and creating a funnel or a landing page is going to work. No, it's not. This business does not work like this. If you've been established, you have multi-million-dollar empire, sure it will work because your whole internet is populated with it, but it's not going to work at the beginning. It's a relationship business. It works only by contacting, talking, and getting into people's needs. Model successful network marketers' behavior. Very important. You know, listen to Jane, listen to Emma, listen to Boris, listen to people who have been successful in this for years. Model the successful behavior. What do they do? What makes them successful? How do they do it? Did you notice? They're relaxed. They're laid back. They're not pushy. They smile. They ask you questions. They're genuinely interested in what you do and how you do it and what your problems are. And that is why people are drawn to them. If you do it right, it will take you out of the miserable job to a life of freedom. Definitely. We've seen a lot of people like that at Forever Experience in February, last February. People who've been in this company for more than 30 years. Some have been in the company from its inception. They are incredible. You see the difference in their behavior, in their the way that they talk, the way they walk. These are happy, content people because they did this right for years, and now they have an incredible lifestyle. All right, so your first must-have skills. We wanted to warn you first of being careful of distractions. It is so easy nowadays. You run into a little ad on Facebook and you go, oh, look at this. What are they doing here? Oh, this is new stuff. Or they're teaching us how to create a landing page. Or, oh my gosh, this is how to run a successful webinar. We have successful webinars. Leverage your upline. Boris has successful webinars. I have videos. Yeah, I have, things. I have library of stuff. Please leverage it. Don't try to reinvent the wheel, and stay away from distractions. If you have a busy mind and if you can't concentrate, take the Dave O'Connor training. Get your mind, tuned up and get to focus. And it's not about constantly going off on a tangent and one distraction and different distraction. It's about focusing on your income producing activities, and those are prospecting, presenting, and closing, and following up and closing. So these are the key skills that you need for that. Finding prospects, inviting, presenting, closing, getting new distributors starting right, promoting events. Those are the key skills for you. Learn how to do that. If you can't do anything else, those are the skills to focus on at the very beginning for the first year of your business. If you can't present, leverage your upline. Get your upline on the phone. Get your upline on Skype. Get your upline. If you can't get your upline, gosh, use the tools. Use the video. 10-minute video works wonders, because all it is about giving information to the people and then tracking those people that you gave information to and following up with them. That's very simple. Time is very precious, so don't waste it, or waste it wisely. Okay, we're down to upcoming events. What do we have here? We have 2 incredible events this year, and I'm going to both of them. And actually several people are going to both of them with me. So we have Forever Experience in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's February 10th, 11th. Emma Cooper, Jane Leach, and Ralph Kipp are going to be at that event. And Emma Cooper is giving an incredible presentation, so I'm going to be recording her. And as part of that event, there may be thousands of people at this one. Last time there was over 1,000 people in February 2016. So Emma was, at previous event, we had Louise McKenzie. We all had dinner afterwards. You mingle with executives, you sit with executives, you hug and shake hands, and you talk and you take pictures, and you converse with the leaders that come for these events. Like, so once I saw Emma Cooper, I said, there's no way I'm not going there. I'm going there because I want to converse with Emma. I want to talk to these people. You network, you learn new things. So then the second event we have is just totally incredible location. It's Global Rally in Dubai. It's April 2nd through April 10th. We are arriving on April 2nd, and we're leaving on April 10th, the event. So Dubai, 6 of us are going. You're welcome to come with us. We're staying at Hyatt place by the airport. It's called Hyatt, can't remember now, Riga, Al Riga, yeah, Hyatt Al Riga, and it's by the airport. And then February 10th, 11th, we're arriving on the 8th, late in the evening, on the 8th, around 8 o'clock. And then we're staying at Hyatt place north, in north of Phoenix. And we're leaving on the 12th. So please join us. If you haven't done that already, as far as the global rally in Dubai, the company has just released a site. It's out there under events. You can find it under events on the web page. And the company has just released the site that basically talks about how to order, where to order your tickets, where to stay, their discounted rates. Emirates airline is the airline for the rally. The tickets are discounted, but they're still more expensive than what we bought it at in November. Also, I wanted to let you know that the qualifiers first are going to get the tickets for the event itself. The tickets are $40 a piece, but they haven't been released yet. The link to order the tickets haven't been released yet because they're waiting for the year end, which is January 5th. Then they're going to take till about end of January to calculate the qualifications and the rewards. And those tickets are given first to the people that go to the rally, meaning the people that are qualifiers that go to the rally, and the ones that do not go to the rally, obviously those tickets will be given to whomever else, you know, non-qualifiers. But we're non-qualifiers. Boris is, but we're not. And we still bought the tickets. We're still going there. One way or the other, we're going to end up there. So I'm carefully watching. I've connected with the person who is in charge of the global events, and they're going to send me the link as soon as possible, because I told them that we had already bought the tickets and we had already booked the hotel. So we're definitely going. We need the 6 tickets. So they know our requirements. So anyways, if you haven't purchased anything, please do that, because this is an event of a lifetime. And on top of everything, April 5th, we're going to have a Dubai tour of Dubai. It lasts 5 hours. We're going to cover all the main attractions. It's a Russian-speaking tour. You know, somebody who is local there basically told us about that, and it's $25 per person, which is great. If anybody who is an English speaker is interested in this, please let us know, because we will just, you know, have another bus for you. Because we have a Russian-speaking bus, we can have an English-speaking bus. So please look forward to those events, communications, and I'll be posting additional information on the Forever Biz page. So it's your time now. So these sizzles are designed to give you guys some help. I'm not always going to be talking at length in those sizzles at these webinars. They are designed to give a short presentation, but mostly this Wednesday sizzles will turn into the help. We're hoping that at some point of time, when everybody is warmed up and happy to share their experiences and ask for help, we would be helping you actually. So do you have any help? Do you need any help with customer acquisition? Do you need any help with your monthly orders towards your 4CC? Because we're here to help. We're here to give you an advice. So if you ask us a question, please do, and we'll open this up for everybody now. Generating repeat customers. Do you have any problems with that? We have tons of tips to help you to do that. Do you have any issues following up? You know, you need any staying focused. You know, we have great training that will completely tune your mind into a focused and driven mood. And then recruiting. Do you have any help? Do you need any help recruiting? So if you would like to speak up now, please raise your hand. There is a little hand in your console here somewhere. Or just please type your, if you are not comfortable speaking, you can type your question in the chat box. So there's a chat box. So please just type your question if you have any questions as far as any of these listed here.